So how much did YouTube pay me for thousands of views? Nobody asked, but I'm going to let you know. I'm going to show you my analytics so you can understand how much YouTube does pay small YouTubers. This is another YouTube channel that I have. And you get started in YouTube, you aim for monetization, right? In order to get monetization, you need to have 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers within a 12-month time frame. And it can feel daunting to actually reach this milestone. But the thing is, yes, YouTube is a steep learning curve. Most people think that the AdSense money is like millions, okay? And yes, some big YouTubers do make millions of dollars through AdSense. But for small YouTubers, they often start off small. So there are other ways to also make money on YouTube. There are brand deals, there are sponsorships, etc. So don't only think that you can make money through YouTube only through AdSense. It took me over 1 year to get monetized on this YouTube channel that I'm going to show you. So it can take a long time to get monetized. Yes, you'll see other YouTubers who get monetized in 3 months. But if you feel that your journey is going a bit slower than that, understand that for the far majority of people, it does take a long time to get monetized. And in fact, only a small percentage of YouTubers do get monetized, okay? Because many of us, we quit after a few months because we feel like that growth takes so long and we feel like we aren't getting the views, we aren't getting the subscribers fast enough, and we want everything to be really, really, quick. But the reality is that with YouTube, sometimes it can take far longer than we expect. So I'm saying this to you because don't feel disappointed when you're first starting off and you hardly see any views, etc. I know that feeling. Understand that YouTube is a steep learning curve. I'm going to show you my analytics now. So for over 548,000 views, YouTube paid me a total of $46.89. Now I know that for many people, this is not a very high figure, but I was really excited because I haven't ever earned money online, so to see this figure has been really exciting for me. And I actually made most of my money through YouTube Shorts, right? Various YouTube Shorts. So yes, YouTube Shorts, you can get high numbers, thousands of views on your YouTube Shorts, but it doesn't mean to say that you're going to be earning thousands of dollars, even if you have thousands of views on your YouTube Shorts. Sometimes, even after 548,000 views, right, you still get $46.89. Of this $46.89, the watch page ads, I got $16.52 from long form content, right? So from ads that were placed on long form videos. And from short videos, YouTube Shorts, I got $30.37. And from supers and gifts, nothing. Okay. So if you think that, when you get monetized, you're going to make thousands of dollars in your first month instantly, please lower your expectations a bit. It does take a while. It depends, like, where's your audience watching? If your audience is watching from a country like the UK, US, then you have a higher chance of getting a higher AdSense than if your audience is watching from India. Also, it also depends what niche you are in. If you are in a finance niche, you'll have a higher CPM, which leads to more money potentially through AdSense. So if your niche is cooking or ASMR, then your AdSense may not be equivalent to a finance channel that is doing well, because finance channels, etc., they tend to have a higher CPM, cost per milli, right, than a channel like a cooking channel, ASMR channel, etc. But that doesn't mean to say that you should only choose a niche that pays well, because if you choose a finance channel and you absolutely hate talking about finance, then you are going to probably quit your finance channel because that doesn't really even interest you. So comment below, let me know where you're watching from. Are you surprised that this amount is so low? And to be honest, I also think this amount is low because on this channel that I'm showing you, that monetized YouTube channel of mine, I haven't really been very consistent on it. So I think that the more that you upload, you get more money sometimes to the AdSense because you are creating more content and you have more potential to actually make more money. So that's one of the big reasons as well. So let me know, what goal do you have for your YouTube channel? Comment below and let's share how we feel about our YouTube channels. YouTube is so much about experimentation. So even today, you know, I'm out and about, and sometimes you can get nervous to film in public like this. But that's the thing about YouTube. It pushes you outside of your comfort zone. So if you feel like, oh, YouTube, this is so scary. Yes, it is. I'm not saying it isn't scary. It is scary to be seen. It is scary to put yourself out there. But the benefits is that, you know, you're not only gaining views, gaining subscribers, making money if you do get monetized, etc., but you're also building your confidence. And that is life-changing. When you are able to feel confident just by being who you are, by showing up for yourself, showing up for your audience, there is such power in that. And YouTube enables you to actually learn and grow. And it sounds so cliched, but it is true. So understand that, you know, YouTube, we say it's a marathon and not a sprint. And that is so true. I am somebody who's incredibly impatient, right? But this YouTube journey of mine has taught me patience. And even now, as I'm filming this, I'm thinking, is somebody going to be behind me? Are they going to be walking past me? And you know, you have that sense of dread, but I'm doing it. And that's why I would encourage you to keep going with your journey. If this is something that you really want, continue. If you haven't started a YouTube channel and you want to start a YouTube channel, go ahead and start. Press record, you know, and you'll see that once you start creating more content, you will actually become more confident. And here's the thing, the beauty of YouTube is not always about the destination, right? Even though, yes, it's lovely to be monetized. It's these little bits. Every time you create a video, and I'm not going to say you're going to enjoy every single time that you create a video, but it's the joy of knowing that you are learning something, knowing that you're connecting with your audience, knowing that you're putting yourself out there. It's these little moments that you will look back and you will see when you look at your first video versus your 200th video, etc. You will see how you have improved over time. And you know, there's always room for improvement, and that is what I'm learning as well. That I don't think that you can ever say, oh, you are now a perfect YouTuber, because there's so much to learn. And look at the videos that you have created so far. What videos have performed very well? What videos can you actually create more of? You know, you can always create an updated version of a video that has performed very well for you. And if you haven't started a YouTube channel yet and you don't even know where to start, think about, what are you really interested in? What can you create hundreds of videos about and create that video? You know, if you're really passionate about cooking, start a cooking channel. If you're really interested in going for walks and you just talk about walking all the time, maybe start a YouTube channel about walking. Sometimes we put off creating content because we think, oh, we don't like the way that we look, we don't feel really confident on that day, therefore we say we'll wait until we feel confident and then we'll create content, and days and months pass by. And I say this because I took years to start my YouTube channel. So I created a video about that. Go and watch that next, and have a beautiful week. Do like, share and subscribe, and keep well.